My family, now you all know that I have been saying that carnival of so-called experts, from what I have seen with my own two eyes, are trying to provoke Prince Harry into writing another memoir. Also, I have seen that carnival of so-called experts are trying to provoke Meghan into writing her own memoir. Because, as I've been saying, in as much as you see carnival of so-called experts issuing threats to both Harry and Meghan, don't you dare say anything about Charles and William. Don't you dare say anything about Camilla and Kate Moulton. UK media, they want Harry and Meghan to say something. Because if Harry and Meghan don't say anything, then how do they make money? How? How are they making money if Harry and Meghan are quiet? How? And that's why I keep saying this. They want Harry and Meghan to talk about more of the experiences in the royal family, more of what happened to them. They want Harry and Meghan to say things that they, members of the royal rota, whom we call carnival of so-called experts, cannot say, are not allowed to say. And my family, you all know, if there is something that this carnival of so-called experts fear so much, it is being cut off by the royal family. They fear being cut off from the royal pool, whereby they are briefed by the palace stories. They fear being cut off from that. The briefings, the leaks, that's what they fear so much. And my family, I'll tell you what happened a couple of days ago. Actually, not even a couple of days ago, just yesterday. Let me say what happened yesterday. Yesterday, a story came out from the Mirror tabloid. And my family, I want to read you the headline, and I quote, Prince William and Kate's terrific rows and bizarre item they throw at each other. The article goes on to say that Prince William and Kate Moulton have a very unique way of resolving conflict when they argue, according to a palace insider. You know, William and Kate Moulton, you know, here's what happens between them. According to Carnival of so-called expert Tom Quinn, he was told by palace insiders, by someone who worked at William and Kate's Kensington Palace, and we all know, my family, these people like to brief the press so much. Tom Quinn was told, and I quote, where some couples have a row and throw heavy vases at each other, William and Kate throw cushions at each other. It's always kept under control. It doesn't escalate. The fight doesn't get bigger and bigger. My family, just yesterday, the Mirror published that article on their website. Now, my family, this is something that we have heard before. But then why are they talking about this right now? Why? Why is this stuff being talked about right now again? My family, there is actually more. I want to show you a clip of what was discussed, my family, in another podcast that my family I saw, another video that my family I saw posted on X, formerly called Twitter. My family, please kindly look at this, please. There are things that UK media want to scream to the entire world about because they are thirsty for a story. However, they can't because they have a deal with the British royal family. They have a deal with Prince William. They have a deal with Charles. My family, kindly please hear this yourself, please.
The main things that we've learned from the pages of this book, Jack.
There's some fascinating stuff there. I mean, some of it is awkward, some of it's incredibly flattering, and some of it is going back to old wounds from that kind of Harry and Meghan era. I think the one bit that might be slightly awkward for William and Kate is he revisits the moment that the two of them broke up briefly back in about 2006, and William unfortunately dumped Kate by phone, which he would probably not look back on with any amount of fondness and will not welcome seeing back in the papers again. But there's some, there's some really interesting bits as well to do with, he actually suggests that Charles is not convinced that Harry and Meghan's bombshells are over, and if their money runs out, they could well return to spinning royal secrets.
My family, allow me to kindly please pause there. Number one, here's what they're discussing. They're discussing Robert Jobson's book, in which he speaks of when William dumped Kate over a phone call more than 17 years ago. Actually, around 17 years ago, yeah. My family, that's what they're discussing. But then why talk about this right now? And then you say this stuff is from the Harry and Meghan era, when it is not. It is not. My family, sometimes these people speak in coded language, whereby they are really, really trying to say something, but they know they aren't allowed to say what they want to blurt out to the entire world, that clearly William and Kate Middleton are currently living separate lives. These two are living separate lives. Let nobody fool you. My family, William and Kate Middleton are already separated. And I believe all these months that Kate Middleton has not been seen publicly is not because she has cancer. No. Even someone on X, formerly called Twitter, called Dr. Zanye, posted a comment saying this, and I quote, "I have observed enough to say, without fear, that Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, did not have cancer or pre-cancer, and that so-called preventative treatment was a hoax." In my family, I remember telling you all, from the wording used by the palace, from the palace statement, the word used, by the royal family, did not imply or say that Kate has cancer. From the wording that the royal family used, they spoke in the past tense. And I remember telling you all this, my family. I remember telling you all, this, my family. I remember very well telling you all this. That my family, from the wording used by, the royal family, because clearly the palace was the one who wrote this speech for Kate Middleton. From the wording that was used, my family, clearly it showed that Kate did not have cancer. But my family, she did use, the word preventative chemotherapy. And my family, when you hear chemotherapy, immediately, the first thing that comes to your mind is cancer. And my family, that is what the media ran with. And my family, let me remind you once again of what Kate said at the time, of the statement released whereby my family, Kate, made that revelation of what she was going through, my family. I want you to be able to see that video clip of what Kay Moulton, my family, said. That way, you are able to understand even more on my family what I am, talking about. And the fact is, Kate, my family, does not have cancer. And people are beginning to open their eyes and seeing exactly what we've been seeing. Now, my family, please kindly look at this, please,
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that
found cancer had been present. My family, I went to school, and I was told when you use had been, it means in the past tense. In the past tense. In the past tense. Continue hearing this, please, my family, because the palace never really said that Kate has cancer. They said she had it. Continue hearing this, please, kindly, my family.
I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine.
Now, my family, also, Kate used the word preventative chemotherapy. Now, my family, what does this mean? It means that, my family, it is part of a treatment whereby you are targeting residual cancer cells post-surgery, which is what Kate said. It serves as a crucial safeguard against disease recurrence, ultimately improving the prognosis for cancer patients. My family, basically, from the explanation that my family have given, and from what you've heard straight from Kay Moulton, she said cancer had been present. She did not say she has cancer. So my family, yet UK media are still spreading this idea that Kate has cancer. The palace never ever said she has cancer. They say she had cancer, past tense, and then carefully used chemotherapy, because my family, when you just mention chemotherapy, immediately someone believes immediately that this person is undergoing treatment for cancer. Immediately. And my family, and that's why you are seeing people saying that, she has cancer. She does not have cancer. And people are finally realizing it. And my family, in my personal opinion, which I am entitled to give, it is this, my family. William and Kay Moulton had a big argument. A big argument. I don't know what happened, but something bad really happened. It was so bad that my family, clearly, they have been living extremely separate lives for so long. And my family, a deal was negotiated with Kate Moulton for her to come out at Twin the Color to silence people who are asking questions about her. My family, that is what I believe happened. And not just that, we are receiving more and more, information about even Kate's son, George, my family, And my family, apparently, we are being told that Kate and William's son, George, will not be currently going to secondary school. My family, apparently that is what we are also being told. That Kate and William's son, George, will not be going to my family secondary school currently, as of now. So my family, something is happening behind the scenes. Something is happening behind, the scenes. Something is happening behind the scenes, my family. And I believe William is the one who wanted to leave Kate Middleton. But Kate was like, no. You are not gonna leave me. You are not gonna leave me. You aren't. I won't allow you. I won't let you, because the moment that Kate is left by Prince William, if William dumps Kate Middleton, Kate knows that things are going to turn up really, really bad for her. Because if UK media were holding back, because you all know they are holding back, my family, the moment she and William separate, the palace will feed Kate to the wolves, the UK media, and Kate is afraid. Kate is afraid. She is fearful. She can never ever endure a fraction of what Meghan has had to deal with. Impossible. 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 My family, basically I feel like some kind of negotiations are happening behind the scenes between William and Kate Middleton. But these two, for them, it's over. It's over. And my family, even right now, we are seeing that William and Kate Middleton, it's like they're living separate lives already. And sometimes you see William with the kids. The other times you see Kate Middleton with the kids. It's like my family, they're living extremely separate lives. And I believe that is what is happening between William and Kate Middleton. And people can already see it. Which brings me to the fact that clearly from what Carnival of so-called expert, Jack Royston clearly wants. He wants for Prince Harry to write a book and talk about William and Kate Middleton living separate lives. They want it to be Prince Harry who says it, because they're the ones who know they're not allowed to say anything. They know that they aren't allowed to say anything, but they want Prince Harry to speak and say what they will not say. And that's why I'm saying this to all of you. UK media are trying to provoke both Harry and Meghan into continuing telling their own story of what happened to them, because there's more things that Harry and Meghan have not said. And my family, we've seen, for example, in Harry's court case versus the Sun tabloid, whereby the Sun tabloid lawyers were looking for access to Prince Harry's communication with his ghostwriter, J.R. Moringer. Remember, Harry said that there are things that he, has already spoken of with J.R. Moringer. That the book could have been 2 books, Spare could have been 2 books, even divided into 2. And my family, there are things which Harry did not say and has not said. But perhaps he said it to his ghostwriter, J.R. Moringer. And my family, UK media, the Sun tabloid we have seen are trying to find a way to gain access to Prince Harry's, communication with the writer J.R. Moringer in Harry's court case versus the Sun tabloid, whereby he accused them of engaging in unlawful gathering of information. Now, the Sun is trying to prove that Prince Harry knew his phone was hacked, that he was a victim of illegal activity, many years ago. They want to get this case thrown out, my family, based on a technicality, based on the time limit. My family, that's what they want. That is what they want. And my family, that's why the Sun lawyers appeal to the judge, whereby they're asking for access to Prince Harry's, communication between him and Gerard Moringer, to prove that Harry knew that he was a victim of phone hacking years ago. And if they are able to prove it, it means that the Sun tabloid can get the case dismissed. And that is what they're looking for, my family. However, those messages between J.R. Moringer and Prince Harry were erased completely. And we do know that the judge has asked, Prince Harry to explain what happened. My family also, we are waiting for that, an update on that case, my family. We are waiting for that, an update on that case. So my family, clearly, from these examples I'm giving, you can see that UK media want to know more and more and more. They want to have more and more information that they can reveal. That's what they are looking for. And they're looking for this information from Prince Harry. They want to get it from Prince Harry. And my family, they are trying to provoke Prince Harry into writing another book. My family, once again, hear this, please kindly, once again, kindly.
Awkward for William and Kate is he revisits the moment that the two of them broke up briefly back in about 2006, and William unfortunately dumped Kate by phone, which he'll probably not look back on with any amount of fondness and will not welcome seeing back in the papers again. But there's some, there's some really interesting bits as well to do with, he actually suggests that Charles is not convinced that Harry and Meghan's bombshells are over, and if their money runs out, they could well return to spinning royal secrets.
The breakup between Kate and William, that's old news, right? It's 2007. Yeah. Do you think there's an appetite for people to reheat past miseries in that way, especially as the princess undergoes cancer treatment?
My family, you've had that yourself. You've had that yourself, my family. And clearly, he then says that Charles fears that if Harry and Meghan's money runs out, that Harry and Meghan will talk more about the royal family to make money. That's what, Jack Royston says. And my family, if that is what the royal family are terrified of, then why don't they command UK media to stop trying to sabotage Harry and Meghan's commercial ventures? A question, arises out of all this stuff. Why are UK media actively trying to sabotage Meghan's newest commercial venture, American Riviera Orchard? Why? Why are they doing what they are doing? Why? Why are they doing this? Why are UK media doing this? My family, the reason why they're actively sabotaging Harry, and even Meghan's commercial ventures is because they do want Harry and Meghan to fail. And they do want Harry and Meghan to talk about the royal family. Talk about even more on what they experienced in the royal family. That's what they want. Prince Harry already said that when he and Meghan stepped back as senior members of the royal family, he had no intentions of talking about what he and Meghan went through. But then he could see, even after he and Meghan had fled the UK, still, UK media would not leave him alone. UK media increased their attacks on Harry and Meghan even after they had fled the UK and were living in America. They still were attacking Harry and Meghan every day. Irregardless, even right now, they still do it. They still do that, my family. They still do that, my family, even right now. You know? While demanding, Harry and Meghan, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Oh, you know what? The royal family are afraid that if Harry and Meghan's money runs out, then they'll talk about the royal family again to make money. Then why don't you let Harry and Meghan live and work in peace? Let them work in peace. Stop trying to attack Harry and Meghan's business ventures. Because my family, the fact is this: Prince Harry's job at Better Up, Harry has been targeted by the UK media who've gone after him. You know, who've even tried to get him fired. UK media have tried to get Harry to lose his job at Better Up. They have targeted Harry and Meghan's deal with Netflix. They have targeted Harry and Meghan's deal with Spotify. And now they are targeting Harry, my family, Meghan's newest commercial venture, American Riviera Orchard. Why don't they let Meghan work in peace, succeed in peace, thrive in peace, without being harassed, bullied, insulted, abused? Why don't they just leave Meghan alone? Let her work in peace. Let her succeed in peace. Why won't UK media let Meghan work in peace? The reason that they won't do it is because even they want Meghan to talk about the royal family. They want Meghan to write her own book, because Meghan knows where the attacks on her are coming from. She knows it. You know it. I know it. The attacks on Meghan are coming from senior members of the royal family, from William, from Kate, from Charles, from Camilla. We know where the attacks are coming from. We know that. We know exactly just where the attacks on Harry and Meghan are coming from. They're coming from William, Charles, Kate, Camilla. Even Carnival of so-called expert Kate Manzi confessed that the Windsors are behind the attacks on Harry and Meghan just a few weeks ago. She confessed. And she's not the only one who has confessed. Even Robert Jobson, who has written one other book, whereby he says that Charles is afraid that Prince Harry may run out of money and then talk about the royal family again. My family, even Robert Jobson confessed that indeed the leaks against Harry and Meghan come from Prince William and Kate Middleton's Kensington Palace. They are leaking and briefing negative stories about Harry and Meghan, even to this day. While expecting Harry and Meghan to keep quiet, they are targeting Meghan's livelihood. They are targeting Meghan's business. And they're saying to the lake, we are worried if she runs out of money, she'll talk about the royal family. You want her to talk about the royal family. You want her to talk about her experiences. Even the thing is, even I want her, Meghan. I want Meghan to talk about her experiences again. Because clearly there are things that she hasn't said. My family, you know what? I'm happy that she is moving on with her life. But you know who is not happy with Meghan moving on with her life? UK media. They aren't happy that Meghan is moving on and has moved on with her life. They are not happy about that. Because let's be honest, when's the last time you've had Meghan talk about Charles or William or Kate or Camilla? It was my family when the Harry and Meghan documentary was released back in 2022. Meghan has never ever spoken about Charles or William or Kate or Camilla ever since then. But yet my family, UK media, have talked about her every single day. The farm keeps briefing against Meghan every day. And that's why I'm saying this. they are trying to provoke Meghan. They are actively trying to provoke her into writing another book. And that's why they don't want to leave her alone. Because they want more content. They can't touch the other members of the royal family back in the UK, William, Kate, Charles, Camilla. UK media have made William and Kate untouchable. However, they've been told Harry and Meghan are fair game. You can do or say anything about them. That's what UK media have been told. You know, because William also has made a deal with the Moroccan press to basically, you know, prop him up. In exchange, William settled his case on phone hacking, you know, against, you know, NGN, owned by Rupert Murdoch. So William made a deal with Rupert Murdoch, and the papers have backed off of him and Kay Morton and his family, while they continue going after Harry and Harry's family. So my family, when we keep on seeing this happening, even after Harry and Meghan fled the UK, clearly, my family, clearly, UK media are trying to provoke Meghan into writing her own book. And they are trying to provoke Harry into writing another book. That's what they are doing, my family, because really, they don't like it that Meghan has moved on. They don't like that Meghan has moved on. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. Let me use an example. That's why Carnival, so-called expert Christopher Anderson, said Meghan should drop everything she's doing and somehow help Harry reconcile with William and Charles. My family, why do you think he said that? Because UK media want the drama. They want the drama. And they've been told that with Harry and Meghan, they can do whatever it is they want. But they can't touch or say anything negative about William and Kay Morton. And no wonder you keep on seeing them going after Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of my family, Sussex. And also because they can't accept Harry and Meghan's rejection of them. They really cannot accept it. They really cannot accept it, my family. You know, so my family, you know, I love that Meghan has moved on. I love it. I love that Meghan has moved on with her life and family. And so UK media must back off of Meghan and let her work in peace. Let her work on her Esther brand in peace, American Rivera Orchard in peace, and stop harassing her. Because my family, that's what they're doing. That's what UK media are doing. They're still harassing Meghan. You know? So clearly, my family, you know, UK media want Harry and Meghan to say things that they aren't able to say. Once again, I repeat, UK media want Harry and Meghan to say things that they aren't able to say. You know? My family, that's what is really, really happening. And my family, Harry and Meghan, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. And the thing is, the biggest revenge Harry and Meghan can ever have is to keep on succeeding. Is to keep on making their own money. That is the biggest revenge Harry and Meghan can ever have. And my family, the more Harry and Meghan make their own money and their own living, the more you'll see, you know, senior members of the royal family continue being jealous of Harry and Meghan. Clearly, UK media are trying to tell the entire world that William and Kay Morton are living separate lives. Let them go ahead and report that William and Kay Morton are living separate lives. Stop trying to get Prince Harry and Meghan to say what you cannot say, to say what you won't say. You know, my family, I remember when Harry said in the Harry and Meghan documentary that royals don't marry for love, even though he never ever mentioned William's name when he said what he said, that he is the one who married for love, married Meghan because he loves Meghan. The next day, you know, a tabloid in the UK said Harry's dig at Wills and Kay Morton. Royals don't marry for love. Harry never ever mentioned William and Kate's name. Never. Never. But my family, it shows you that UK media want Harry and Meghan to reveal things that they won't, but they're itching to talk about. Harry and Meghan are not your pawns, your scapegoats, who you can use as you please. You know? Harry and Meghan are free to do what they want to do. They are free to do what they want to do. And stop trying to get Harry and Meghan to do your bidding. UK media must stop trying to get Harry and Meghan to do their bidding, to say what they won't say, that William and Hamilton are living separate lives. UK media, we know you want to report it. Report it. Report it. Report it. Report it. Stop trying to get Harry and Meghan to say what you won't say. Stop it. Stop it. Because we all know that, you know, UK media want Harry and Meghan to say things that they won't say. That way they can attack Harry and Meghan and say that it comes from them. Yet they're the ones who are itching to report about William and Hamilton living separate lives. Enough with trying to use Harry and Meghan. Enough with using Harry and Meghan's names for their own personal agendas. Enough. Let Harry and Meghan live in peace, work in peace, and love each other in peace, and love their kids in peace. UK media, William, Charles, Kate Camilla need to leave Harry and Meghan alone. And also, before I forget, Tom Quinn, a Carnival or so-called expert, says that William and Hamilton get into terrible rows and that they throw things at each other. And somehow he tries to paint it as if it's normal. My family, in any marriage, of course there'll be fights, arguments. You'll argue about something. You may even not want to see your better half even for a day, half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. In any marriage, there'll be an argument. There'll always be some kind of argument. It's how you handle your arguments that speaks volumes of your marriage. The moment you start throwing things at each other, you are in an abusive relationship. Let nobody ever sugarcoat it. The moment you start throwing things at each other, you are in an abusive relationship and you should get out. You should get out. And if that is what is happening in William and Kate's marriage, and I won't be surprised with William's temper, if that is what is happening, then my family, I understand why Kate wasn't seen for months. I understand many, many things. Stop trying to normalize abuse. UK media, who are abusive, are trying to normalize, abuse. Stop trying to do that. Stop trying to do that. The moment you start throwing things at each other, you are in an abusive relationship and you should get out. For your own sake, for the sake of your kids. Get out of that, relationship. Get out. And my family, that's my advice to Kate Moulton and Prince William. If that is your marriage, like what Carnival or so-called experts are claiming, because they know you very well, then you two better just separate. Because, honestly, the moment you begin throwing things at each other, it's an abusive relationship. And my family, I hope that this isn't the case. But my family, from what has happened, over a long time, over a long period of time, family, and also what we know about William's temper, I would not be surprised. I want to hear your opinion once again on what we have discussed. May God bless you all and stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever and may God bless our family. William and Hamilton want to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage. Clearly, instead, it's their own marriage that my family clearly is or has been destroyed. You know, my family, I want to hear your opinion on what we have discussed. May God bless you all and stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, and no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet Diana ever prosper. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.